Hey Internet, Eric here. Well, I've got a have you ever seen video today. It's been a while since I've done one of these, like a long, long time. I can't even remember what the last one was that I did. But have you ever seen is where I take a film that I like to throw a spotlight on. And it's because, at least in my circle of either, friends at home or YouTubers or just people online at all, um, it seems like no one's ever heard of this film other than like less than what I can count on one hand. And it's kind of a fun little playlist that I've created because it's introduced some people to different films that I really enjoy. I know I've talked Freaked with Alex Winter before. 13 Sins was a good one. So today, there's honestly today's choice. I've only really seen one person talk about that, or at least know it existed. That was Evil Stevel, and I don't even know if he's watched it yet or if he's ever seen it. Today, I'm going to talk about Sushi Girl. Now, this came out in 2012. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This one is a lot of fun one, and it's really based on an amazing cast of, hey, I know that person, I know that person, I know that person. Basic plot of this is it's however many years later. 6 years after a jewel heist has gone bad. Fish, played by Noah Hathaway, Atreyu from the Never Ending Story, he took the fall, and he's now getting out of prison. He's coming back to meet everyone that worked on the heist, including Tony Todd, Candyman, and Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, as I think his name is Crow. Anyways, and basically, they they torture Fish, Noah Hathaway, until they can find out what happened to the diamonds. And the reason why it's called Sushi Girl is they're eating sushi on a naked girl. That whole tradition that they have. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I loved the ending of it, which I won't spoil. But first off, the cast is so great. Noah Hathaway, who I haven't seen, since Troll, the original Troll in '86. He's really, really good. Basically, had just taken an ass kicking, and like by the end of this film, he is just covered in cuts and blood, duct tape, and it's the guy goes through a lot of fucking pain in this movie. Tony Todd, he's the, I guess you would say, the head honcho, and he's just Tony Todd sitting back smoking a cigar, talking in that gravelly voice that he has. Just really calm, cool, collected. And then you have Mark Hamill as Crow. Highly effeminate and highly sadistic. When he tortures Fish, it's kind of cringe-inducing for me. I won't say what he does, but it's, if you know what gets me to cringe in certain films, he does that, and Mark Hamill just enjoys it. I love the way he plays off of whoever this character is, because that character is always giving Mark Hamill shit because he's pretty effeminate. We don't know if he's homosexual or not, but he's wimpy, picked on a lot until he does the torturing. But again, and then you have just another side character who isn't anything special, but the chemistry that they all have in this group, including Noah Hathaway as like the one getting tortured, is fantastic. I love the way they all play off of each other, whether they're just sitting at the table, being uncomfortable, and then when the torture starts happening. I love how it kind of takes a nod. I mean, he's not the only one that does it, but Quentin Tarantino, how it's not told linear. So you get to find out this happened, and then we, more fish, more scenes of Fish getting tortured. Then this happened, and so on and so on. And that's done really well. While that happens, we get other cameos. Michael Biehn from the Terminator and the Abyss, and Aliens is in this. Danny Trejo's in it. Michael Biehn was in it for 3 minutes. Whoop-de-doo. Same with Danny Trejo. Jeff Fahey is in this. He's the one making the diamonds or cutting the diamonds or what have you. He's in it for 2 minutes, if that. But it's really memorable 2 minutes. What's his name? Oh, God, the guy from the Street Fighter and Kill Bill. Sonny Chiba is in the very, very beginning with the Sushi Girl. He talks to her. So again, and I think he's at the end. I'm not sure, but again, this incredible cast. Let me read the cast. Tony Todd, James Duvall, Noah Hathaway, Mark Hamill, Sonny Chiba, Jeff Fahey, and Danny Trejo, Michael Biehn, and directed by Kern Saxton. I don't know who that is, but all the chemistry, and again, everyone who's in this film is done in a very memorable way. The violence, again, not just with the torture. The torture stuff is pretty brutal. I think Noah is beaten with, I think, a sock full of quarters or something like that, gashes on his face, and you believe his pain. And there's some really good stunts. There's some shootouts that are really good. A fantastic car wreck as the heist has gone bad. Really, really well done for a pretty low budget film. What else is there? And the heist scene is really cool because every one of them has specific ape masks. There's no significance to the ape masks, but it's just a really cool sequence. I love the scene where they're all prepping with each other in this hotel room, and they're all nervous. Like, one person is so nervous he has to, take a shit before every heist because he's got a weak stomach for that type of stuff. Just the way they all play off on each other, like they all hate each other, but they're going for the greater good. The diamonds and this and that. And then when it all goes to hell, you can feel the tension. Like I said, when they're with the Sushi Girl and they're eating and waiting on fish to come to them. I did read that it was kind of neat. I think Noah Hathaway got cast just by getting contacted by the director, like through Facebook. And I'm glad he did because, like I said, I've only seen Noah Hathaway in, Never Ending Story, Troll, and this. And he's really, really good in this. And it's 2012. I haven't seen Noah do anything at all. If he did, it's, more low budget stuff that I've never heard of. But I really, really liked him in this. Highly. The score, it's just typical action intense score. But again, it fits with all the scenes. And then the ending. I'll just say, didn't see that coming. It's a really good twist. Tony Todd gives it a really good performance, and I'll leave it at that because I don't want to give any more away. I don't know what else to say about this film without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it for probably the millions of people that haven't seen it. But if you're able to find yourself a copy cheap, it might even be on Tubi or Amazon Prime or something like that. Highly recommend Sushi Girl, if not based just for Mark Hamill's performance alone. This is not Luke Skywalker. You can maybe see a little bit of the Joker in it because I think he might do a little Joker, a giggle or a cackle. But he is just so good. And it's just cool, seeing like this person pops up, that person pops up. Great action. And for what little budget this was, I think this was a huge, huge payoff. So highly, highly recommend Sushi Girl. So that's it. Short and sweet compared to the length of my usual videos. Thank you to any of the new subscribers. Comment below. Tell me if you've seen this. Tell me if you have seen it. Tell me if you like it. If you hate it. How did you come across it? That would be cool. Like and subscribe. All that stuff. Two Beer Losers coming back soon. Hope. But until then, cheers.